Dear guys, welcome to Rapid Trade Cycle. I'm just having an introduction and how to use our ORB Pro. This is a highly accurate and advanced indicator. Design, very sophisticated design to actually find the best breakouts. This is actually all breakout. This could be used as a kill zone breakout, session breakout, any kind of breakout because these zones, you can see the London zone, these zones can be reconfigured into their own DLS problem. Let's go through some settings because previously our indicator was hidden down as there was a lack of proper explanation and it wasn't actually clear. I admit that, and the moderator actually find those issues and let me know. And so I actually republished the whole indicator along with proper step down conceptual planning, how the code works and what need to be done, what to look for. All the steps are there, but it is a huge and very complicated indicator. Behind the scene, it's almost 1600 lines of codes are running. This is completely free, and this is state of the art indicator. Uh, so yeah, it took me a lot of time to actually build this one, and I have tested in different assets as well. So as you can see, these are the assets that I normally trade. So let's go through the indicator first, the settings. Okay, then we'll go through some of the uh, events, some of the options that actually pre-built. So this indicator is actually have three sessions. So either you can one this area session is by default because you have to have one session at least, otherwise the whole indicator breaks down because what it's going to find the break from, right? So it has to have a zone first, and you can actually have other two sessions added, so it can be done by your choice of sessions. That's not an issue. Main thing, we go from over here, so all the sessions we actually uh, coded with their own time zones, because one of the biggest issue I have been faced so far, that any time related or zone related timing zone related indicators, whenever daylight saving hits, it's become very complicated, and different places of the earth have daylight savings in a different ways. Like for example, I'm in Australia now, so we're in plus 11 now. After a couple of months it will be plus 10. Now London is in 0, but it was a month before it was in plus 1, and New York on plus 5 now, but it will be converted to in 4 to 5 months time in plus 4. So that is a massive issue. So this change of opening hours, we need to actually manually draft all the time, and people normally forget, so they actually trade on the wrong zones. So after finding these issues, because these issues I actually faced, so what I actually did, I actually implement separate trade zone time zones for each session. It was difficult, but I actually did it. So what you need to do, you need to find, for example, you are actually doing, we just have New York, London and Asia session. So what, we just give you an example. So if you choose in session 1, it's gonna be the New York session, so you come over here and choose the New York time frame. So whenever you choose this non these time zones, it's automatically DLS proof. So whenever it's plus 11, plus 4, plus 11, it will actually shift down to the right correction. So it doesn't matter which time zones you are on in the world, it will be automatically switch in your chart. So you not going to forget, or you do not have to do it manually, because if you are in a multiple time zones as well, and New York and multiple time zones, so you have to change it manually 4 times, and you will forget. I used to forget, so it is complicated. So I try to put separate time zones for each of them. So what I do, I put separate time zones, and I find the opening hours of the market, and I do these local hours. So what you have to do, this is time zones you're gonna choose, and you're gonna choose the local stock exchange opening hour, not like convert it to. Don't worry, just Google Indian time session, like opening hours, or Australian opening hours, or Japanese opening hours, or Frankfurt opening hours. uh, just use that opening hours. That's what it need to be done. It is localized, so if you're not localizing it, you cannot actually overcome the DLS issues. So same thing happens over here. London chosen, and London opens at 8. Asia, Australia, Sydney chosen, Sydney opens at 10. So yeah, so it's actually chosen down to the local number. So now we come down to the next uh, mm, thing, like next, this is we actually defining the range. So it's, I normally use 15-minute ranges. You can use change it to 5-minute ranges. You can change it to 30-minute ranges. You can change it to 1 hour ranges. Depending on the range you're gonna choose, whatever your trading stays, it's no problem, as long as you change the number. Whenever you change this number over here, it will actually change these boundaries. As you can see, just giving an example, because this is the blue one is actually Asia session. So if I actually change this to 30 minutes, just see now it is actually marked down to 15 minutes. Now if I'm changing to 30 minutes, have a look. So now you can see this, the zone has been shifted and it's getting bigger. So if I go to 60 minutes, just look over here, it went up to 60 minutes. So now this is the zone. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Okay. So this is the one, it's the range minutes. So I just shift it down to 15. Uh, this is the range time. So you can change it over, and depending on you can do breakfast breakout, 1 hour, kill zone breakout, zone breakout, or breakout, doesn't really matter. Same principle. We can use it from different ways. So now it's a projection of minutes of 120 minutes. So as I actually trade the kill zones, but I use the opening range. So I only trade up to 2 hours. That is the kill zones. It's precisely quoted over here. This is the American session, 2 hours. New York session, London session, 2 hours. Sorry, and New Asian session, 2 hours. Yeah, and now the last projection anchor. So what is projection anchor? Projection anchor is actually these lines. What you can see, if you can actually make it a bit bigger, then it will be more understandable. So where you want this line to be projected from, these dotted lines, if you choose at the option start, it can actually anchor to the start of the session. So it is on 10 o'clock. If you choose end, then it's gonna be 10:15. Look, that this thing will be shifted, sorry, because it is the American session. So start, if I actually go over here and change the, because this is an Asian session, so I just have a look onto these lines, and now the line actually shifted. Do you see this? The line was here, now the line is here. So it just uh, like personal choices. And yeah, so I like it to from the start. And the range line color is over here and highlighted. So these, as you can see, this, there is a, the color is there. This is a highlighted zone, that is the 15-minute zone. These three candles are actually filling this 15 minutes up. If you can go back, these one, two, three, these three candles make the zone. This is the color I'm talking about over here, the range highlight. If you want to make it blank, it doesn't, it's up to you, no problem. Okay, let's go down. So this is how we actually set it. So going to set up your sessions. So if you go down, okay, now we come to sessions level. So why we need this sessions level? You can choose anything. I just put my name over here, my way, the way I want it. This is, you can choose anything. Like for example, you choose New York, you can, no problem. You choose London, not LO. You choose Asia, no problem. And this is the one going to go. Did you see this? Okay, these changes over here is become Asia breakout low, London breakout low, New York breakout low. Okay, I change it over NY, so you can see New York breakout low. So if whenever this thing is actually, these options are actually connected over here, so I just keep it mm, in a shorter form, so it's easier for me to actually see and keep the chart a bit cleaner. So I like it in the shorter better. Or you can do custom wise actually. So if I actually do over here, write down something, you can see this one will change. Oh, sorry, you need to choose the custom first. So whenever you choose the custom and you write down something, this changed. Do you see this is change? You have to choose, like you're gonna name your sessions in a different way, the way you want it. Doesn't matter. So you choose custom and type down anything that you want over here, and the London session gonna change. Do you see this? You choose custom and do whatever you want, whatever the name you're gonna come up with is gonna change. You see this change? Yeah. So this is that 4, so I just change it to mine one, so it's better for me. It's the way it's fully customizable, and yeah, and tooltip was there. So only use on session one name set custom. So it's clearly says session one name. Choose to custom and insert over here. Um, so ny ny. Oh, sorry, London. Yes, right. Okay, good. Now we come down over here. So show arrows, first only long short. So what does it mean is the signals. Okay, let's show you. So if you can see over here a long arrow, so now if I go on this option arrows, so show arrows, if I untick it, this will go off. Do you see this? Okay, I put it back on, it's on again. Good. First only, if you do not click it first only, I prefer to do first only because sometimes price goes up, make a break, come back, do range, went up again or went down again, so it's gonna fire up another signal. That's I do not like. I only do the first one, the first breakout, that is the most important one. And if it is come, the price come down in the future, just don't trade it. So yeah, and long short is just the color of the thing of the signals. If it is a long one, green, short one, red. Just if you want me to show you the short signal, so I just change something where we can find a short signal. Let's see, we join the assets. Let's see, we can find a short signal. Nope, nope, nope. Let's find a short signal just to show you. Okay, there is one here. That's good to know. I should just, when I come down there, I will show you. No short signals because yeah, there you go. There is a short signal. So the shorts, it's a red one. So it was just color of this. Okay. Sorry, before I actually go further down to the demonstration, I just wanted to show you how to find our indicator. You just have to, it's pretty basic. You just have to go to indicators and type PID ORB, and you can actually go down. You can see our Pro Breakout by Rapid Trade Circle. This is the one you need to select on your chart. So I just wanted to show you before I go further down to the explanation. Okay, thank you. So let's go. We left off over here. We left over here with the highlighted candles. So what is highlighted candles? So what is it actually used for? So it's, if you can actually untick it, you can see these colors are gone and this highlighted candles color is gone. So what's that mean if you just highlight it back in again? So this is actually used for just a visual representation, so your eye can catch and you can have a smoother experience with the indicator. So these two candles will actually give you a quick eye catch for morning star or shooting star or any kind of 3 or 2 bar candlestick patterns. So if it's highlighted, you can easily see. That's why, and calculate any candlestick patterns is actually forming over here or not. It's for further confluence. So this one is actually term. You can see over here. Next bar, this color. So the next bar is the actually the breaker, then the candle. So why we actually change the color of the candle? Because it's going to give you a well representation whether the candle or the next candle is actually finished beyond the breaker candle or not, or it's came back. And one thing I need to add on, the one of the reason, if it is a full body candle, no wick on the top, I tends not to trade with it, because if it's a full body candle, it's, in most occasion it comes back, because it comes back and just ruin your trade. So if it's a full body candle, it's a no wick candle, no good. I just leave it as it is. That's why I just put it down and color coded it so you can see it properly. You know what I mean? And just get your. So it's just weird. Our idea is actually try to give you an as best as you can to actually easy your soluble capacity while you're actually on the trade. Now the live market is very different, because it is a live chart, a live trade is going on. So just to give you an example, this is a live trade, so this is live going on, so yeah, you can see live going on, the already been. So the this is the move that we catch. That's okay. This is the move we catch. Yeah, this is the move we just catch. So this is the one. So from here to here, and it is almost 3.5. So yeah, and so we won the trade. But the main thing is just to make you understand how to actually use these ones. So it just not affect the codes. It just give you some visual representation, make you easier to think and take your decision while in the live market. Live market is very different, so yeah. Now we carry on to the next levels. Now these sections are very important now. So these are alerts. So we have hard coded the alerts. What do you mean by that? So when you send alert, it's TikTok, it's hard coded. So if you go and create alert and choose over here and choose all function, as you can see, just check this alert. It is dark black. If you turn alert on, it is not dark black. It is dark black means it's always active. As long as your time is expiring on the alert, otherwise it will active. It is not gonna once it fires and it just shuts down again. No, it it fires and keep reactivated again. Fires and reactivated again. That's how we coded this one. So you put the alert on once and you forget it. So it just keep alerting you. So it's not that every time it fires you need to go back to the alert and turn it back on again. No. Okay. Now we go down to show breaker volume. So this one is the table that you're referring to, breaker volume. So if you just turn it off, look, the volume is actually, this table is gone. So turn it back on. So what is this table? So it is actually a table showing whether the breaker is actually low volume or high volume. So compared to these three candles, the range candles. If the range candle, so as you can see, this is London, which says low. So I just go to trading view indicator and put a volume in. So you can see the volume of this bar, and this bar, 1, 2, and 3. But the volume of this bar is actually less than any of the three volume over here. Then it shows low. Normally, and most of the cases, whenever it's low, I take trade because I go a bit higher than usual, because whenever it's a lower breakdown with a momentum candle, it's a good breakout. So I go to the next section. Okay, so show fake out, it's same thing. You just turn it on, show 7. I'll show you, just give me a sec. Okay, fake out, if we can find a fake out, that's okay. No, so we need to actually change the asset. I saw a fake out somewhere. Okay, let's check. Yep, 7 is here, but let's check the fake out. So there you go, fake out. So fake out, signal is on. Now I'm just let you know just a bit of behind what's going on in the indicator. So it is actually not anything over here, but what is how the fake out is actually done. So the fake out is done, at least the fake out candle has to come back into the range, also 50% of the previous candle and low volume. That is a proper fake out. If it's a high volume, it is not fake out. It is not going to show you fake out signal, because fake out signals are very, very good whenever it's actually aligned with the trend, upper trend, and you got a fake out signal. It is normally goes down. As you can see, it goes down. You know what I mean? So fake out signals are very good, but it is actually coded in a way that it has to come back inside the range. It has to close inside the range, and it has to pass at least 50% of the candle that is the previous signal candle, and the volume has to be less than the signal candle. So as you can see the volume, okay. So it's very precisely and intelligently done, so these are actually good quality figures. So okay, so now we go. So if you actually turn it off, this will go off, out. So you turn it back on. 7. So we go to 7. Now what is 7? 7 means look at this 7. I just go to the indicator section. I turn it off. 7 gone. 7 up. So these 7 colors will be actually matched with the sessions. So 7 means none of still 7th candle. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. Now this is the range created. Now we counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is the 7th candle after the range created. It will mark as a 7. That means no breakout actually happened. It's not about a single break, it's any break. So if the range is not break within the 7th candle, we are expecting ranging market. As you can see, it's range all the way down, or very unexpected move. You can check back, test yourself, all the seven, either it's ranges or maybe it just making some energy, gathering some energy and explode out any direction, so the direction you need to find out your own way, but this is the signal. Okay, now we go to the next one. Okay, breakout confirmation, very important one. Okay, now let's go, we are going deep down in the thing. Okay, so if you go to US 100 now. Okay, so these signals actually, it's not random that once it breaks and it pops up the signal. No, there's a lot of logic behind. You can actually control those logic. You can unticking by is not going to have any confirmation. First of all, one, there is this 6 different types of confirmation going to normally used in a signal. So the candle has to be outside the range at least 33%. So sometime you can see a candle break like this, very candle break just just a bit. It's not going to count because it's not enough pressure in there. It's a momentum candle, but it's not enough pressure in there. So the candle has to be out of the range, edge of the range, at least 33% out of the candle range. Then again, the breaker body size minimum volume, so it's actually conforms. You can hide this or lower these values. So 60% of the candle range. So a candle has to have a 60% body to qualify for a signal, and then close beyond power angle. So this breaker candle has to close the previous candle, close above. So what happened? What means open high, low close. So what happened is make sure that it's actually creating a structural movement. Okay, so after all these four condition is met, then the signal will fire. It's not that it's a random signal. It's very intelligent signal and it's very important. Just not that there is a few more filters are there. So one signal comes out, that means it's been filtered out properly. Even then, it's very difficult in the market, as you know, it's very dynamic. So we are trying to level best to actually find the quality ones. Okay, so I delete this one now. Okay, do you understand the question? You can actually pop me some, when I post this, you can actually do some question and answer, like post comments. I'll actually try to actually give you an answer as soon as I can. Okay, so then again, this is fair value gap detector. So you can detect the fair value gap and the trigger bar as well. So what happened? Fair value gap is actually done in a way that the three candle formation, when the middle candle is actually breaking the breaker and it created a fair value gap, only that time it gonna show any candle out and three formation make the break, then we'll show the breakout, then we'll show the fair value gap. Do you understand what I mean? So it's not going to show randomly anywhere that fair value gap. No, when after range created, the range has been broke, then if the fair value gap is actually counted, then it's going to show in that. As you can see over here, 1 2 3. So this is a fair value gap. This one candle, two candle, three candle, and the breaker candle. So this is a fair value gap over here on the top. And again, 1 2 3. So this breaks. So these two candles, these three formations inside the range. So there is a fair value gap. Okay. Now the trigger candle color. So we change the trigger candle color when it's actually have created fair value gap. Otherwise, the color will be your candle color. So let me find something creates a signal. Okay, I go here, here's the JPY because I know we had a win trade so today. Yep, there you go. As you can see, it's a long signal, but no fair value gap, so the candle actually remains in your cup. You know what I mean? Oops, the breakout happened. Live breakout. That's good. Let's check it out. What's going on? Pro breakout. Okay. Oh, because we are in a 10 version, the 9 version, which is actually currently using. I didn't update it as of yet. It's going on over there. I'll check later because I'm just middle of the video now. So we can go further down. So it triggers this creating the fair value gap, and this one is actually, as you can see, self-explanatory. Fair value gap requires candle 3 close beyond candle 2 range. Very important. Okay, so we make sure one thing. So we make sure one thing. 1, 2, and 3. So just think about it. This is a fair value gap. This is the gap candle, but this condition, fair value gap is only confirmed when candle 3 is closed over the candle range over here. What I'm trying to say is if this is the range and the candle actually close back inside, creating a fair value gap, wicks outside, it's not gonna show anything. So that means the third candle has to close beyond the wick of candle 2. That's what this means. This is very intelligently done, so that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, this is, if you want, you can turn it off. If you do not want, you can turn. So my hours option is on, as you can see over here. I can just give you an example over here. Okay, so what does it mean? So as you can see clearly, the third candle is closed over the second candle wick. Make sure the momentum is going on. These are good fair values. So it comes back beautiful in. Yeah. So we go. By the time we delete this one, I'm trying to make it shorter as shorter possible, but it is a massive indicator, so it takes time to actually make you understand. But just to make you understand, it's all done automatically, so yeah, you do not have to worry about. So just to give you understanding what is the indicator doing actually. Okay, now come down to the trend analysis. So this is very important. So there is two more. Either higher trend time frame is okay, or both higher time frame has to come to an agreement. So one reference time frame and the second reference time frame. So it's customizable. So you can choose any time frame over here the way you want it. But I normally use 4 hour and 1 hour. And then the trend filter. The trend filter, either it can be disabled or I use EMA cross. What is EMA cross? I just give you an example. So I use EMA cross all the time. So 4 hour and 1 hour, and the fast EMA and the slow EMA, same thing. So 9 EMA and 15 EMA I use. You can use any EMA that you like, but that means 9 EMA and 15 EMA has to cross. 9 EMA and 15 EMA has to cross in 1 hour as well, and the chart has to close 9 above thing. But the filter is actually, I use price position. That means as long as it's actually above the current EMA, is all good. So what I'm trying to say, just give you an example. Then the uh, signal or the fair value gap will pop. Okay, so if we go over here and if we go for three of them, so you can understand what I'm trying to say. Took, so I clear all these things, remove. Okay, so what I'm actually trying to do, oh, where is my indicator? So I remove this, so we actually put our rapid home. I don't know where this is. Oh, there you go. So this is the current version, and I actually populate and apply to the entire block. Okay, now this comes to 1 hour, this comes to 4 hour. So what I'm actually trying to show, don't worry about it, because uh, this is a 1 hour chart, this is a 4 hour chart, so this is actually not gonna work in there anyway. So what I'm actually trying to show, that as you can see, the EMA is actually crossed over here. 9 EMA is crossed and the 9 EMA is crossed. So both the EMA is actually crossed, then the signal appears over here. You get my point? So this is how the indicator has been done. So if I actually turn this thing on, go back to 5, you know what I mean? So this fair value gap is actually came when all three is aligned. So 1 hour cross, 4 hour cross, and the current chart is the third candle is above, then the fair value gap is actually printed. So you can't go wrong on these ones. You know what I mean? So you are aligning all three time frame together, and then the signal is popping, the fair value gap is popping. Yeah, so this is the main mechanism. There is a lot of filters out there and very effective filters, and rest is actually chart trend EMA setting. Yeah, you can actually have a look by yourself. So one thing is just to make sure that whenever a trade comes in, it will automatically projected lines, entry lines, break-even lines, and the TP lines. Main thing is if any trade is not being executed within 8 bars, I normally do not take the trade anymore. So that's why you can see the drawing line, the entry line will actually disappear. Okay, I'll show you an example. Okay, I go over here, so I just go to what I'm actually trying to say. Start a new. Okay, so over here, if you select, now we run the thing. Look, it comes over here, and just want to show it. The entry has happened over here. So as you can see, after 8 bar, the entry line is gone. That's what I'm trying to show you, you know. So if the trade is not happen with the entry line, I just let it go, and or in between the uh, kill zone, like the whole zone, I just let it go, you know. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. That is what actually try over here. I think we covered everything. And stamp cutoff time, so I just actually put a cutoff time when the CME is actually cut reset. So yeah, just to give you understanding when the trade is going on, active windows and all this stuff. That's fine. So we hopefully covered everything and enjoy. So yeah, if you guys have any question, our next video is coming up. Then I will actually show and reveal that how I actually trade the fair value gaps. There is some particular ways that I actually use some scenarios. So yeah, I will actually make a video about it a bit later. It's too late now. Thank you. Bye.